jelly bean factory started out of adversity, actually. Myself and my father were made unemployed in the end of 1997. We've always been export orientated. It was all about gaining distribution first. So we started in the UK market, and then we would have started to export further afield. Very quickly we were exporting probably into about 15, 20 markets, and then we increased up to probably about 40 or 50 markets. But again, all our marketing activity was very much distribution driven and trade level driven, attending international trade fairs at the start and just basically looking for the best distributors that our product would fit with. Branding to us is absolutely key. We've got a brand, we're very passionate about our brand, it's absolutely vital. We are driving our brand, and that's where our growth is going to come from. We're exporting to about 55 countries, maybe 56 countries. But to manage that, we need to focus on where our attention is. If you're going to export, you have to give it your full commitment. You have to be serious about it. And for us to be serious as a company of our size, we don't have the resources to give to 55 countries. So we're very, very focused now in very key defined target markets. And that's where we're driving our energy now. Before we had different legislations with regard to ingredients, but because the jelly bean factory have changed everything now to natural, we don't have that issue. So as far as ingredients are concerned, we don't have any difficulties. But in the way we present our packaging, we do have to have different languages on. And then in different countries, you have to present your nutritional information in different ways. So it is quite difficult. We've made our jelly bean factory product kosher, and it's also halal compliant. So we don't use any meat type gelatin in our products. In fact, we don't use any gelatin at all in our products. Some countries don't like certain flavors. So you also have to understand the flavor profiles for the markets that you're going into too. And you get very regional flavors. Like if we're doing a Marmite bean, right? Love it or hate it, it's very regional. Whereas you couldn't sell Marmite bean probably in the US. Well, first of all, you need to understand your own business model and your product that you have or service, and is it able to be exported? You know, some food products just aren't capable of being exported far afield because either they have a very short shelf life or the logistics costs outweigh the cost of the product. So really you have to understand, is your product able to be exported? If it is, then you have to determine which markets you want to go to and which markets would suit best for your type of product. And then when you've done your research and you've decided which markets you want to go to, then really commit to it. Don't do it and point it to a junior in your office or somebody else and say, Asher, you look after exports. You've got to be committed from the top right down through the whole company. And be prepared to travel a lot, a hell of a lot. And you've got to be able to go to all the international trade fairs. I would definitely recommend that. If you're in the food business, you need to talk to Board BIA and you'll get their support. And also Enterprise Ireland, definitely. We've taken something that is a basic commodity product and we've upped the standard, right? And if you're going to go out there in the world stage, you're going to compete with a commodity product, forget it. You're going to get beaten up. You've got to up your game. You've got to go aim higher. How do I take that product and make it better? And that's what you have to do. And that's what we have done with a jelly bean. Now, it's a good example. If we can do it with a jelly bean, what can other food people do in the other food industry? Think bigger, think export, and up your game, and up your quality. Social media is important. We've got a Facebook page and we've got a Twitter feed. The difficulty that we need to overcome now is how we keep that on brand, and we also then need to have it done in each of the markets that we're operating in.